Sit upon the throne,
We
crying.
shall now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, we now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
What's going on, YouTube? Legend here once again, this time at you again with some more Genshin Impact. It's 4.2's out. Furina quest is here. I got Furina on my account. Let's go. Not gonna lie, I'm very excited for Furina's quest because, well, the Archon quest, because I really want to know what's going on with Furina. I know she's a much more complex character than it seems. The clues are there. I can't wait. Not too happy to be in the prison though. I recorded Act 2 and Act 3, but I did not like the prison sequence. I was like falling asleep and everything. It was crazy. Like I love the meetings before and after, but the prison sequence itself, I was not feeling that.
Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede. Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now.
Yeah, let's go. They held us here for too long. This is crazy. Everybody was acting like it was just a good thing that we was here at the end. They're like, oh yeah, we get to stay, cool, we get a good food. We in prison. Like, yo, don't try and don't piss on me and tell me it's rain. You know? You got me in this leaky hallway. Like, look at this, man. This is not ideal living situations. This was my bed. Like, come on, bro. There's stuff on the ground and stuff. Like, that was here when I got here. Like, that I didn't put that there. This is a mess, you know? Y'all had me sleeping in here and had me acting like, oh yeah, I get free food though. Like, no. I can't believe y'all had me in here, man. That's crazy. Mad as hell, man.
What's happening?
Oh shit. We getting into this already? All right, let's go. Come on. I'm ready, Moby Dick. I'm about to slap you up. Yo, Risley. Yo, you in there with Corinne? I ain't trying to block, but like, it seems like something going on over here, man. Yo, Risley, what's that clapping that I hear? Corinne over here? No, I guess not.
Source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Is Navia over there?
Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
Yes, let's go immediately.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... That means we need to check on her.
Don't talk like that, bro. Don't talk like that. She's fine. She's going to be fine.
A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost
That's
like
weird.
the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere.
You stop.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground.
That was
Many were
bullshit.
injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Don't say that, Navia. That's
Shit.
what they're for.
They're gone, aren't they? Fuck.
We've got a situation here.
They're gone. Fuck.
I'll be right there.
Damn, I like them, bro. They were some of my favorite NPCs, bro.
Sorry, I need to go for now.
Fuck. Now those are characters that I actually care about being gone. Yeah, they really took Melissa Silver though. They really took our boys. That's wild. Damn. Now you've been through enough though. This is crazy.
Navia, what's wrong?
Paimon, read the room, please.
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Paimon, Joe, listen. Paimon, please. Please. What do you think? Like, yo, listen, I don't like to just hate on Paimon just because it's the popular thing to do here. But, like, sometimes she does upset me. Like, now it's like, yo, this is a serious moment. What do you mean what happened to them? We don't need to spell it out. Like, it's very clear. Primordial Sea came in. A bunch of people got dissolved. Melis and Silver are not here. And she says they're never coming back. She's crying. What do you think happened? I was like, that actually upset me there. Like, come on now. You don't need to spell it out. We know what happened.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Oh!
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
Let me tell you something, man. Navia's smarter than Komi, I'll tell you that. She's smarter than Komi, I'll tell you that. Because that show that Komi had in Inazuma, pitiful performance for a smart general. But Navia over here, she got her eyes open. I appreciate that.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Oof. That was a little bit heavy right there. My lord. This day has a lot of sadness here because for those of you guys who read One Piece, I just read chapter 1098, and that was a heavy one too. Today's throwing me for a doozy here. Like, my lord.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
All right. I will. But will I get to play as Navia? Maybe play a beta version of her, huh? Star would let me do that. Oh!
Floor here isn't safe.
Yeah. I figured.
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right.
I swear to God, you better not fall into the water.
A few moments later.
Beautiful scenery here. Then let me fucking... All right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Jump! Die for it! Die for it! Die for her, please. Catch her! Catch her!
Demoiselle.
What? Whoa!
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
She's dreaming. She's not in the water. She's dreaming. Don't you fucking scare me. I swear to fucking God. I swear, do not scare me. My girl Navia is okay. Please. Don't do this to me. I know we had to save her, so I don't know what's going on.
Won't refuse. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning.
Yeah, you're in the primordial sea.
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us. Miss Navia. She...
Silence.
Oh, Nouvellette.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle.
Don't
Your
ask.
only
Go
chance
with
to
him.
leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Loose.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye. Goodbye, Demoiselle.
Farewell.
Did Nouvellette come in to save her? Like, is he actually there?
No, wait! Just a second!
Hey, Navia?
You're awake?
Oh, he actually did come. What's poppin', bro?
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's get it on!
Fancy that. And these rooms kind of suck over here. And oh, Chino, I'm kind of upset at you. You told me to come here. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I actually had something to do, so I had to stop real quick. But I wasn't able to record us running into Mona. So it was that. But I read everything, and yeah, Mona's here. But I did manage to get my Furina to level 90. But she's still 666, so we're gonna have to do something about that.
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Ooh, let's see. Arguing. Let's go.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean they're all...
Yeah, they're dead.
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that.
Then tell us, what do you know?
You found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 featured different images that seemed to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
What do you know?
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
Laid it on her.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you. So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead.
Oh, wow.
Trust in me, you're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine.
She's trying to lay down the law.
That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again.
Yo, cool.
The opera's about to start. Toodles!
Wow.
We may have to create a situation in which you will have no choice but to speak.
Let's do it. I'm down. What you got in mind?
Like what?
Let's get all the Chino in here.
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
Oh.
Furina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
No.
Then what's that? I've never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
Is this a ghost here?
That voice. But there's no one here.
Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong. You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Idea. What if the reason why Furina is so tight-lipped is because she's trying to fool the gods?
Wait. Let him cook.
And if she starts saying what she's planning, then the gods will catch on to what she's doing. Like, can they watch her? Because she's even have her gnosis. I do like that we're getting like outside stuff to, you know, like overall to that stuff that relates in, you know? Where it's not completely isolated.
I want to hear someone talking.
It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I
Thank
believe
you.
that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
Appreciate it. You know, Mona is a real VIP, if you really think about it.
My mom feels kind of moved by what Mona said, but also kind of sad too.
Where's Skirk? Listen, I'm supposed to be working right now. I kind of am working right now, but it's slow. And we're gonna get back into this because I really need to see what's going on. I'm still shocked that I don't have any spoilers yet, and I feel like it's coming. I feel like the spoilers are coming. So we gotta finish this out here. We gotta finish this out. Let's see what she says.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
What do you mean?
What's meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Give up, Furina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry. But what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
Over and over.
Who's that?
Don't worry, Furina. It's just us.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Furina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to process it. Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Maréchaussée Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Well, after her, what are you about to do? Alright. Yep. Love it when a plan comes together.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Just talking regular, let's go.
All kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
So they're the ones causing this? Or the unknown god?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free. Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end. Well, that's enough for now.
Oh, wow.
I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all.
Yeah,
Don't take
right back into character.
Of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
You can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. I'm gonna have to share this burden alone. I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share the burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start.
She's cursed?
This
Oh, she didn't say
my
it.
duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words,
Oh, everybody knows that?
never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
Just spit it out. What'd she say? What you gonna say? Oh. What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Oh. She got the iron sting too.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin.
Yo, sit down.
Now we're making history.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervilette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
All right, so
True, but my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Furina's a fraud?
Oh.
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking the duty.
Oh, snap.
Hear that right? She's not an Archon at all?
Charge accepted.
Oh, dang. We coming at her.
Furina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
What?
Lady Furina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty?
Yeah,
there is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Furina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. She got serious though.
Furina can
she ain't got the voice on.
Isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
What do you know to be special about Furina exactly? All right. right here. This right here. What
First of all,
Valentino said.
you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
Well, so she knows what she thought.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
You sensed it too, huh, Narwhal?
How did Arlecchino sense that though? That's another thing, but that's besides the point. So Furina, instead of an archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Furina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Oh, and the Oratrice is here listening to me. Here we go. Wait, that one trial proved the opposite. Who actually has no control over Oratrice at all. With child, where is it? Where's child? Oh, child's conviction. Objection.
To reference the Oratrice. But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
That's true.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend.
Okay.
There is no need to provide an explanation.
So you have no explanation?
I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order.
Yeah. Oh,
the court is
let me let you know what's going on here.
Justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
Well, let's hear.
There's no trick of rhetoric, Lady Furina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice.
Nope.
Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
All right, fine.
My
It shows.
power as an archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an archon?
Do it.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
You stop lying. You on trial. You were defending. Yo, listen, you gotta prove something. I need something. I need some kind of proof from you. Yep. But you can't do it because you don't got a vision.
Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god? It seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Yep. I'm not either. Not me either.
Come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar.
But you are lying.
The same Furina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me? Please. You've got to believe me. Enough. That's enough.
You got to tell the truth.
Tell me then. If I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
Slow down, Paimon. We got this in the bag. We got on the ropes. We got to keep pressing. Oh, that's It'd be dark if I was like, oh, well, if I thought you were promoted water, do you dissolve? That could be problematic, but let's try it. Oh, yep, that was right. Furina, don't dissolve, all right? Don't dissolve, please. I implore you, don't dissolve. All right, just tell us the truth.
Lady Furina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to... That's not what we thought she would...
What is she doing? Stop it.
The inherent risk of the test, Lady Furina. You may.
No, Furina, please.
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved!
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewien.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Furina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you, Miss Siegewien.
Oh.
Furina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh.
What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Oh.
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson.
Oh, good.
However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur,
yeah.
I don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea. Listen to me, everyone.
What's going on here?
Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing.
It clearly proved it.
How can you conclusively prove that an archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Nope. It's too late. It's too late.
Please,
come out with it.
Anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your archon.
Jesus. Damn.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
Furina, come out with it.
Could have been said. Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Furina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
What's going on?
Anything she says at this point will sway anyone just too stacked against her now.
Just come out with it. Come out with it and tell us.
Guilty.
Sit upon her throne,
We
crying.
shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Furina is
What's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
Did it say she's innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via the death sentence.
What?
The death sentence?
Wait,
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
What the heck?
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed.
So that I thought the trailers were misleading us.
The very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah! Even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice.
That's true.
You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
Well, I guess it might be time to like be like, hey, the Oratrice is acting up. It sent this child where she didn't do nothing, and now it's telling us to kill Furina. I think maybe we shouldn't listen to it. You know, clearly Neuvillette does a fine job himself. But whatever. Strangers, instead of Furina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Furina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Furina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
What does it mean? Well, we won't kill Furina, I'll tell you that.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt.
What did you do, bro? What did you do? What do we do, man?
Is the trial still going?
Oh, found it.
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Verminate to try and find the missing slate.
Wait, so...
Looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded?
Is that Slab saying that...
Doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
Does that mean that Egeria created Furina, right? And that was a sin of creating humans. And then they were punished with the prophecy. Maybe? Even though that human in the middle doesn't look like Furina, or maybe just the humans of Fontaine are creations of Egeria altogether, not just Furina. Interesting.
Traveler, believe that you have already seen the other existing slates.
Yep.
I'd like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Okay. No problem. Let's do this. Let's solve this up here.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
Egeria creating humans. Releasing her divine power, turning the Oceanids into human beings.
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh?
Oh, those are Oceanids.
Is the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Furina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon.
Thank you, Paimon. I appreciate
so
that.
When you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
Well, so humans in Fontaine were originally Oceanids, right? She transformed Oceanids into humans. But the primordial seawater basically resets that and turns them back into Oceanids. Interesting. Okay, so that's essentially that. But yeah, once they're Oceanids, they're no longer humans. So in a sense, they are kind of dying, but I don't know. Yeah.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
I see.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
Mm-hmm.
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
Yeah, you guess that's one way to go about it.
Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontanian.
Yeah, but there's something wrong still. There's info missing.
Questions.
What's going on with Furina?
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
I thought so. What was the third slate supposed to represent then?
The key point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids.
Mm-hmm.
They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of Trials and Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. I also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice.
Oh no. We're making the prophecy come true. Oh God.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come.
I mean, I assumed.
The root cause of the catastrophe. I believe you've already encountered it once before.
The whale. I mean, that was on my deduction. That's the trailer. The whale.
It was just a small warning of the things to come.
Okay.
We must find the root cause of the disaster.
The whale. Child.
That doesn't sound...
Oops, sorry. Child.
It was both dream and reality.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
Yep. The whale.
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
Mm-hmm. What is the whale, though? Oh, no. God damn it. Oh, shit, it's here. Oh, God. Hey, child, my boy. Yeah. Yo, Tartag, with it. You with it, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go to escape. Oh, dang. He has to be fighting that thing this whole time. Oh, he's going back in there? No! Oh, God. Get my boy out, please. Where's Yangling?
That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
What? Oh, so it's not even from this world.
Greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
So it wants to consume the people.
That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
Let's go.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Not until we kill that whale. What? Where's Furina anyway?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
Yep, After everything, it still turned out like this. We couldn't fight against fate. But if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Okay. Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, that there will be a way to save everyone? Yeah, but like how? Gotta trick the gods. Did I miss something? I did. I missed it, so I forgot about Furina. What was it that she wanted to say to me that last moment in the giant box? What is her real secret? She still didn't tell us anything. Oh, more cutscene. Let's go. Whoa, what's going on?
What's happening with the aura trees?
So it's releasing the Indemnium.
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Furina! No, I still need answers.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, get up there. What's happening? What? What's that? Whoa! Where am I? Oh, and her hair is completely down. What's going on here?
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Furina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous.
Where are we getting this skin?
Sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor? Why did you deceive us?
Why is it only those? Why is it only those two?
That wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Yeah, I knew it.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in.
She talks like Furina still.
I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was.
So the theory she's Oceanid is true too.
Human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god,
what's that sword?
I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Furina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Furina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne.
She kind of just was.
In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Furina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
So she was doing it all to sacrifice
You
herself.
probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Furina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Jesus, I knew. Oh, God. Wait, oh yeah, where am I? It's me.
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand
No.
you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
What was that? Don't look at me, don't look at me. What was that?
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
Oh, jeez, those are inner thoughts. Oh, my God. She doesn't want to do this.
I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me.
Ooh.
I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Don't fuck with me. What's wrong with you? You lost your mind. Scene 1 before a mirror. Furina.
Furina.
What's up? What you need?
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me? What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Somewhat.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
Oh, man.
How will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
It's crazy she kept that up for 500 years, though. That's
what
wild.
What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
Jesus.
I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial? Huh. How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Jesus. Furina's been going through it, man. Jesus. They are redeeming her character, you know? They are redeeming her character. Take notes, Scaramouche. Furina's a fantastic character. I'm gonna say that. I'm trying to put my thoughts together when it comes to this. I'm just kind of trying to enjoy it, but she's fantastic.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Okay, some courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Furina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Cheers.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice. Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Oh, no.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
Oh, man.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
Jesus. Oh, God, Furina.
I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Furina. Think. What do the people want? How will would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
She's forced to be this way. Oh my gosh.
Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality. It's quite shocking. I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn up the drama. Turn it up.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
And end his speech empathetically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the archon Focalor, stand within the opera epiclese, so long as I stand before the oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Jeez, man. I feel so bad for her, yo. Jesus. Oh, man. They really got me feeling for Furina, man. Jesus, I feel bad. Like, yo. 500, she's a regular human for 500 years. She's cursed to play this role, and she doesn't want to.
Lady Furina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm.
Lady Furina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
That's why she acted like that to Arlecchino, because she's actively trying to prevent it by putting on this act, because it was promised to her by the actual Hydro Archon.
glad to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Furina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Oh, man.
Lady Furina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Furina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Lady Furina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Lady Furina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer. A descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate.
She sounds like she's crying.
My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Oh, really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being a god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored.
Jesus, man. She is going through it. Holy shit.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
That's what we heard her say in the fountain.
Must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
Oh, gosh.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries.
She reminds me of ReZero.
There's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart.
Oh, bro.
I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
God. 182,376. Fuck.
Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case... He's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Furina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Furina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt.
And that's why she would rather put her hand in the water.
When you slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Furina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
That's what she was gonna say. I guess.
Fine.
So even Furina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
Then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient.
He's wrong, that means I'm wrong too.
In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
What?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, Not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Furina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all part of your plan, then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Furina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
That's his voice line.
This was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
No, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Shit.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Jesus, man.
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last. I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
So you were the plan all along.
I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could
Was that a shadow?
declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come.
Furina.
I know I may not
God damn
sound
it.
it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
Shit.
Farewell, Narwhal. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I'm actually feeling a little bit emotional, actually. Fuck. Focalors is dead. Just like that. Now he's back to dragon again. Full-fledged dragon.
I, Iudex Narwhal, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
I need a second. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. So Focalors really just died and gave her power back to Narwhal. Yeah, if Arlecchino ended up killing her that day, that would have just fucked Fontaine royally. I mean, technically, this is the first time a character that wasn't NPC has died, you know? Because technically, well, not Furina, but Focalors just died. So Furina best Archon? You know, technically she's not Archon. Yeah, let's rescue Child, too. How long has he been fighting that thing? I don't want Child to die, too. Alright? I'm just letting you know that. Oh, shit. Should I be attacking it? I probably should be attacking it. Die! No! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, that music is crazy. That music was crazy. Wow. Beat his ass, definitely. Where's Child? Is this another phase or that's it? Oh, Child! And Skirk. Yo, what the hell? Hi?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. Should have been my job.
No, I kind of like her.
Oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Wait, back up. My master's pet? My master's pet? Who the fuck is your master? Is the Heavenly Principles your master? And the Narwhal was their pet? I need answers now. And when is your banner? I want to pull for you.
That power. Who are you exactly?
The Descender.
From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring Narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
It's kind of fucked up. Your child kind of admires you quite a bit, so.
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring Narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Just let us do the talking, Paimon.
So you don't know him?
Him?
Sorry, I assumed you did.
Who's
His
him?
name is Sir Tologi.
Who's Sir Tologi?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Damn it.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
Nope.
The Fowl?
Nope.
Still nothing?
Sounds like a harbinger name.
Well, how about the Visionary?
Gold?
Better Fulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Jesus!
From what we've heard, Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Gold, what the hell you been doing? Albedo, I swear to bring Albedo here. Tell me more. Tell me as much as you know about Gold, because I'm tired of this, man.
So you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? A similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Oh, wait, so it's not Gold.
Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring Narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, The Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What? Wait, I thought we just stopped it. Oh, I'm on the same page as Paimon right now? Awkward. I mean, I knew that. Duh. Who didn't know that? Paimon. I knew that.
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yeah.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hold on a second. It's just regular water.
Hey! Help! Over here!
Alright. Alright, Risley, where's that big old boat that you had from before? There we go. That's what I was talking about. Oh no, that's a cord. No, that is a boat. That is a boat. Okay. Wait, is it flying? Hold on a second.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
Is it just gonna scoop up people like that? Just okay. Yeah, climb onto the claw. Should have created handles though. That'd have been nice.
Lend a hand!
All right. How are we gonna get rid of this water though? Because like, I didn't get all the chests yet and stuff. What was up with those magic pockets? Are we going to use the magic pockets?
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
The water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Good job. That's a hell of a flash flood right there.
Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the report.
You kind of look like Skirk, Paimon. I'm just letting you know that.
They sound like real big shots.
Just throwing that out there. I'm just letting you know that.
The following day.
There it is. Thank you. Let's go.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Ship.
Oh, sure. Please, write down my address.
Oh, we going for the full kill, bro.
Working hard to help.
Going for the full kill. Nah, yo, Here's the address to my crib. Come on over. That's what's up, Furina.
He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
That's Riz right there, man. Must have had to talk with Risley before this here, man. There we go. Artists, get on it. Charlotte and Furina, let's go.
That said, would anyone want to see
Oh, they going at it already.
underwater?
Oh, he left with her.
Oh, it'll work out. Every
Oh, he's going. He's going for it.
step.
That's what I'm talking about, Will. That's my boy right there. I should have summoned for you, man.
Yourself.
He doesn't need a gnosis.
Yes,
The
speaking.
gnosis was
I did see him
his
strolling
stolen
on the
power.
entrance to the fortress.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Hey, what's up? Me who? It's the girl herself. Hey, what's up, baby?
Father.
Well,
Father.
what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
No shit.
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
What up? What up, bro?
Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
Yeah, I kind of don't get it either.
The authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Oh, so you made them real
In other
humans.
words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Time for the stuff, the good stuff here.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring Narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question.
What's up?
Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
What?
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, it seems like this ritual won't be of any further use.
But what about people who were people from different places?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
So if a monster has sex with a Fontanian, is the kid an Oceanid? Alright, whatever.
Yeah, about that.
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
Oh, man, she's gonna die normal, but she's gonna grow old now.
Now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon.
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, so now that I know that, that means that in game you should be able to use both Numa and Osha, right?
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Hyman thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Natland. Tell him about Natland. Tell me about Natland here.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume?
Yes.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
What?
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution.
What?
Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
They fight each other?
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look,
Capitano.
the Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Can't wait.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth.
That's the one I was looking forward to, even though Fontaine definitely did not disappoint. I mean, what about my sister? But alright, you know, it's fine. I guess.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the gnosis. When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What's up?
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Oh, let's go. Let me see Skirk again.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring Narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
What?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
What?
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Oh.
Well, that much is true.
The third descender.
After Fossil's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me.
The third?
But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't know what you meant by it either.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
What the fuck is next time?
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Okay, well, I guess Child will just tell us.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not.
So who's the first and the second descender?
To you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
Maybe she's trying to bring back the third descender or something? And two, so one, so yeah, I'm the first in the boba. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Interesting.
I wonder, Does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels...
No, let's think about it, Paimon. Just calm down.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead Third Descender and all.
I mean, clearly everyone dies so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of God?
Not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
I did want to see Furina, but she does have a story quest, so that is... Well, that appears to be it right there. That was the quest. That was a fantastic quest. One of the best. Might be the best. I needed dust to settle, of course. But, because I really did like Sumeru. I really did like Sumeru. But I'd say the end of Sumeru was like... I feel like the stuff with Scaramouche kind of was like, whatever. But... no, Sumeru was pretty good. Sumeru was up there. But this, I just feel that the story with Furina was just kind of hit harder for some reason. I don't know why. I got to think about it to see which one is better. All right, which one is better storytelling, which one I like better overall. But Fontaine was top tier. It was great. Furina's plight was very well done.
Being too popular,
you know,
such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I'm actually curious to do her story quest. I don't know if I'm gonna do a reaction to it. I think I might just play it regularly, but I'm curious because like I want to see what happened to her. I was like, she just disappeared. You know, like how does she feel now? You know, now that she's free essentially. She can do whatever she wants. I wonder. But yeah, I'm excited to do that. And yeah, this we got a good amount of information, you know. Third Ascender, being Gnosis, Skirk, so on and so forth. That was interesting, and the whole Narwhal being from outside this world, and
anything else more interesting?
Yeah, I wonder. A lot to think about, but I hope you guys like the reaction, because I definitely like the story. Like the video if you like the content, of course. Comment your thoughts down below. Did you guys like the quest? What did you guys think of it? Anything that you guys picked up on? Any theories for the future? You know? Comment your thoughts down below. And subscribe to the channel so you get more content like this. With Alan here, let you know.